Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, we are going to talk about ColourPop's Disney Designer Collections It's a Princess Thing eyeshadow palette. I actually wanted to purchase the Disney Designer Collection set. However, when I went online, it was already out of stock, and apparently the eyeshadow palette is still available, so I went on ahead and purchased that instead. Alright guys, so let's get right on ahead and talk about the palette. It's got the Disney Designer Collections written on it, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but there it is. There you go. You have the princess's signatures. So there it is, like it's all over the box, and at the back of the box you can see the name of the shades right there, which is really awesome. Let's go on the palette itself. So this is what it looks like. Oh yeah, it is black, and you have again the Disney Designer Collection written here, and you have the 6 princesses. So we have Tiana, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Snow White, and Cinderella. I'm gonna give you a close-up. So this is the front of the palette. Look how pretty the princesses are. It's so awesome. And at the back, just like the one that we have on the box earlier, you can see the name of the shades, which is really good. Now let's go and open it up. So this is what it looks like inside. Again, you have the signature of the princesses, and you can see this really pretty shades here, and again you have the name of the shades at the bottom of each of the shades. So again, I love it. So that is for the packaging. Now let's talk about the product itself. Again, this palette has 15 shades, and as you can see, the shades are just perfect if you want to dress up like a princess, or if you just want to feel very girly and very princess-like. So at the very top you have your mattes, and these colors are perfect for transition colors, and the other shades, they're just shining, shimmering, splendid. What else can I say? For the swatches, we are going to do pre-swatches, and as I show you the shades, I'm also going to tell you where the shades are named after, for those of you who doesn't know, or for those of you who have forgotten. So these are the pre-swatch. So this is the shade Chip. Chip is from the movie Beauty and the Beast. He is the teacup, and this shade is a matte soft beige nude. As you can see, it doesn't really show on my skin tone, maybe because my shade here is a little lighter than the rest of my body, and I noticed that when I swatched it on my skin, it's not very pigmented. Going to the next shade, this is the shade Juju, which is from Princess and the Frog. Juju is the snake that's always with Mama Audie. Now Juju is a matte, warm rosy pink. Unlike the Chip shade, it shows more, but they're actually the same. They're not very pigmented. And moving on to the next shade, this is called Grumpy. Now Grumpy, as we all know, is one of Snow White's 7 dwarfs. Now this shade is matte dusty salmon. As you can see, it's got a little bit of orangey tone to it, but just like the first 2 shades, it's not very pigmented. You have to apply it in several layers. Moving on to the next shade, it is called Trident. Trident is King Trident from The Little Mermaid. He is the father of Ariel. Trident is a sand shade with golden sheen, and it is so pretty. And the next one would be Abu. Now Abu is the monkey who is the best friend and partner in crime of Aladdin. Abu is a matte, intense, warm brown. Unlike the first 3 shades, these 2 shades are actually very pigmented, and it only took maybe 2 layers for me to get it this opaque. This shade is called Prince Charming, and of course it's named after Prince Charming, Cinderella's husband. On the website it says that this shade is ivory pearl with a green duochrome, but honestly I don't see a hint of green. Well, maybe you do, maybe there is, but I can't really see it. Next one is called Ray. Ray is named after the Cajun firefly in Princess and the Frog. And this shade is metallic champagne. It's kind of close to rose gold even, and it's a really pretty color. Next one is, this shade is called Fairy Godmother. Of course, we all know who that is as well. It is Cinderella's fairy godmother who turned her into a very pretty princess for the ball. Now this shade is metallic bright coral. Yeah, I actually love this shade. It's so pretty. Next shade is One Kiss with question mark. This one is not named after a character. It is actually a line that Princess Diana asked the frog. One Kiss is a metallic bright copper gold. The description of that shade is very on point. It's exactly what it is. It's a really pretty color as well. This one is called Thingamabob. Now, like One Kiss, Thingamabob is not named after a character. It is from the lyrics of Ariel's song, Part of That World. It goes like, you want Thingamabob? I've got 20. Okay, I'm not a singer. I try though, so yeah. This shade is actually a vibrant metallic silver. Again, very on point. It is exactly what it looks like. This shade is called Enchanted Rose. Enchanted Rose is the rose given to Beast by the, I don't know if it was a fairy who cursed him, I can't really remember, but yeah. This shade is a rich metallic rose. As you can see, it's got a hint of red to it, but not very red, and it's actually very pretty, and it's very pigmented. This shade is called Poison Apple. As we all know, Poison Apple is the apple that was poisoned by the evil queen to kill Snow White. Poison Apple is actually a metallic pinky violet, which is very pretty and very pigmented. Now this shade is called Magic Carpet. Come on, it is the magic carpet that flies Aladdin and Jasmine around to see a whole new world. This shade is a blackened plum. It's a dark taupe shade. This shade is called Beast. It is named after Beast, of course, from Beauty and the Beast. And this shade is a deep warm brown topped with gold glitter. Let me just close it up for you guys, see if you can see the gold glitter. There is, but it's not a lot, and they're very fine gold glitter, I would say. The last shade is called Midnight Curfew. It is called Midnight Curfew, of course, because once the clock hits 12, Cinderella has to go back to her house and leave the ball and the Prince Charming, and we're all sad about that, but hey, they still had their happy ending. Now this shade is black sprinkled with silver glitter. Let me close it up for you guys. That is what it looks like. What I love about these shades are they're all very pigmented and very good. So that's a thumbs up for me. We're now going to try these very pretty shades and see if we can get a decent look using them. I'm going to use the shade Grumpy for our transition color. Just gonna put this all over my lids, on the other side as well. The next thing I'm gonna get is this shade Abu, just to contour my eyes a little bit. I'm just using the same brush. So pigmented. I'm just gonna take a blending brush. I'm gonna go back on the shade Grumpy just to tone this down a little bit. I was actually very in love with the shade Fairy Godmother, so I'm gonna use that as well today. I'm just gonna use my fingers and I'm just gonna try to apply that on my lids. Using a small eyeshadow brush, I'm just gonna take the shade Abu. I'm just gonna apply that at the bottom lashes here. I'm just going to get the shade Beast and I'm just going to apply that at the outer V of my eyes right here. Using the blending brush, again, we are going to blend it. I'm just going to apply more of that Fairy Godmother. I'm going to take Ray, get some, apply it here. Just gonna take that same shade on my brow bone. I'm just gonna do my eyeliner and put some false eyelashes on. I'm done putting on eyeliner and false eyelashes, and this is our completed look. I'm gonna give you a close-up of what the eye makeup looks like. For those of you who are wondering, I'm actually using the ColourPop Luxe Matte Lipstick in the shade Big Break on my lips. And this is what it looks like. It's a very pretty pink color. I just thought I should mention that. Okay, so the verdict. If you're gonna ask me, Diane, is it worth your money? Is it worth buying it? I would say yes. For me, it's worth it because you're getting a very pretty palette, especially if you like the Disney princesses. You should get it since this is limited edition, and for $20 you're actually getting 15 shades. You're getting 15 good quality eyeshadows, and I mean, that can get any better. Almost all of them are very pigmented, except of course for the matte. It needs a little bit of work, but overall it's a great palette. I know it's not like a palette that's gonna wow you, like blow you away when you first see it, but it's actually very pretty. So yeah, for me, it's worth it. I love this palette. It gives you so much feels. It reminds me of my childhood. I'm sure if you're like me, it will also remind you of your childhood when you were just young and you're just a little kid wanting to dress up and be like the princesses because they're very pretty, right? Or is it just me? So that is it for this video featuring the It's a Princess Thing eyeshadow palette. Don't worry though, we are going to feature this again on our next video where we are going to create more look using this palette. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the bell button so that you can be notified whenever I have a new video up on my channel. I'll see you on my next one.